kind of the same approach. They're going to have to try to attack the basket, get these Wonder Boys down. Now, Tech last time out almost slipped up in the opening round. SAU came out swinging hard. Tech barely able to recover and escape away with the victory. So I doubt the Wonder Boys overlooking this tough Ouachita Baptist team.
Fresh new 20 minutes put on the clock. And we'll see who ends up jumping the opening tip here. Glad to have you along with us today. Jumping the opening tip for Ouachita Baptist is going to be Michael Morris. He'll move from left to right on the TV screen. And he'll go up against Nick Wayman, the 6'8" forward from Valley Springs. Ouachita Baptist controls the opening tip into the front court. Here's Julian Leday. Leday, top of the key, quick handoff, moves it over to an open teammate. Out between the circles is Nigel Ramsey. The basketball's dragged out of bounds by Arkansas Tech, so it'll stay with Ouachita. 19:47 to play in the first half, just 13 seconds into this thing. Into the front court. Here comes Ouachita. Leday, top of the key. Backed out toward the time stripe. Now he takes it to the paint. Outlet pass, top of the key. Long threes on the way it in. Austin Mitchell nailing it from long range for the Tigers.
And Austin Mitchell, a very good shooter from about anywhere on the court, averaging about 15 points a game. He's going to be a big-time player for this Ouachita Tiger team.
Up and under, a shot blocked. Just going up for it was Johnny Davis. Michael Morris came down on top of him and said, we're taking it the other direction.
Well, Michael Morris, one of the better shot blockers in the GAC, actually led the GNC in block shots this year.
Inside, 2-point shots off the rim, nothing doing there from Morris, and back the other direction. Here comes Michael Cleveland. Cleveland at the top of the key. Gives it back over to Johnny Davis. Johnny, left wing, finds the open Jared Williamson. J-Dub with a right-handed dribble. Just inside the arc. Backs out toward three-point range. Now running toward the baseline. A bounce pass. Back over to Haney. Haney out between the keys. Hands it off quickly. And now at the top of the arc, Cleveland will sprint into action. Down to the paint. 2-point shots off the rim. No good. Rebound, Ouachita. Michael Morris back the other way.
Ouachita doing a good job right now, playing physical and playing tough. Also good ball movement. And as you see, that allows that little space on the perimeter that they've been taking advantage.
Out front, Nigel Ramsey swings it around the perimeter. He'll give it off to Austin Mitchell. Now the issue forced to Nick Wayman comes away with the basketball. Up and under, a 2-point shot's on the way, missing for Johnny Davis, but a blocking foul's assessed in the mixed.
Well, you're going to expect Johnny Davis to take a lot of shots. After all, he is the leading scorer in the GAC, averaging over 20 points a game at just around 21. So we're going to see a lot of shots from him.
Back at the free throw line, first one's up and coming from Davis. That's the first foul for Julian Leday. Another free throw up and coming. Shots up on the way, good. 3-2 our score. OBU leading the Tech Wonder Boys. Into the front court. Up and under. 2-point shots blocked. Michael Morris went up for it and had a midair collision.
Looks like it'd be a charge foul, and that was good discipline by number 13 for Arkansas Tech, Nick Wayman, to plant his feet and take the charge. And instead of getting the points, he'll take the turnover, and Tech will have the chance to take the lead.
Back the other direction. Here comes Michael Cleveland. Cleveland around the perimeter. Gets a quick handoff into the hands of Johnny Davis. Johnny down in the paint to Wayman. Outlet pass from the right wing. J-Dub for three. He nails it from long range.
That was a great shot by Williamson. Able to get open, and as we talked about, Tech likes to drive and open up that outside shot, and there we saw it work to perfection.
And now the inbound pass is coming from Austin Mitchell. Mitchell lobs it inside, giving it off to Julian Leday. Leday out of the backcourt. Moves it down to the right wing. 17:28 left to play, first half action. Out to the left side, Austin Mitchell. Back up front. Long threes on the way it in. Nigel Ramsey nails that one.
Ramsey doing a good job there. Mitchell, very, very good player. And he's going to take a lot of attention on himself, and that's going to open up a couple of teammates. And we saw that happen right there.
Davis down on the left wing finds Cleveland. He'll work it down on the corner, and now the basketball's turned over. Austin Mitchell comes away with it, and we've got a foul. As Nigel Ramsey crossed the time stripe, he drew contact from one of the Arkansas Tech players.
I tell you can basically see the intensity in this game right now. As you mentioned before, we got started. Arkansas Tech, Ouachita Baptist, two very big rivals in the GAC from old Gulf Self-Conference foes.
Leday, top of the key, works it around the perimeter, gets his pocket pick. Davis into the front court. Wow, there he goes. He takes it to the hoop, 7-6 our score.
Good job by Davis to split the two defenders from the Tigers and able to get the ball back. And then we see a lack of communication and Tech with a little momentum.
16:40 left to go in the first half. Coach Dennis Nutt patrolling the sidelines, trying to make sense of how to stay up here. Inbound pass is coming. Up and under. 2-point shots blocked. Back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita.
Ouachita defense doing a very good job so far in just swarming the ball. They seem to be all over the place.
Down on the baseline, Nigel Ramsey tried to find his way to the goal. Couldn't do it. 16:27 left to play in the half. 7-6 our score. Coming in the ball game is Jeremy Horde.
Russellville native, playing for his hometown, Arkansas Tech.
Inbound pass given into the right side, and Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey back up top, finds Leday. Leday down to the corner, gives it off to Austin Mitchell. Back in the paint, 2-point shots off the back iron, nothing happening for Ngulu.
So there's going to be a chance to the charity stripe, and Austin Mitchell, a very, very good player. As we mentioned, between him and Johnny Davis, I expect a lot of points to be scored between those two.
7-6 our score. And Ngulu is getting ready to take his first free throw. Shots on the way. It's off the back iron and no good. He'll have another free throw coming. Back in the ballgame for Tech is Will Paul. And the next free throw for Ngulu. His shot's on the way and in. Will Paul, of course, transferring into Arkansas Tech as a former Stanford Cardinal.
That's right. And also talking about block shots, Michael Morris, as Tech drives the ball down the court, he has two. He averages 2 a game, already has 2 in this game so far.
Off the right wing, Jared Williamson fires the 3. His shot's off the rim and no good. Back the other direction. Here come the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. Nigel Ramsey out to Mitchell on the right wing. Back to Nigel between the keys. We're tied at 7. Up and under. Here's the 2-point shot, marred by a foul. Tied up at 7. 15:39 left to play. We've got a timeout on the floor. 15:39 to go. We will take a break and be back right after this. You're watching the GAC Sports Network. Welcome back to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. 15:39 left to go in the first half, and another barn burner is in the making between Arkansas Tech and Ouachita Baptist.
You know, I actually talked to Coach Carlskin a few days ago when we were up here and asked him about the games and about being the #1 seed, about the pressure he faced. And he said, you know, a lot of these teams aren't going to make the tournament. You know, Ouachita Tech has a shot to be in the NCAA tournament. Ouachita, however, out of the running for that. And he said this is like the guys' NCAA tournament. They're going to come out, they're going to play every game as hard as they possibly can, and we've seen that the past couple days.
15:39 left to go in the first half, and the inbound throw will come to Jared Williamson. His Russellville Cyclones are vying for a trip to the state tournament tonight, or the state championship. The ladies already made it for Class 6A at Arkansas. We'll keep you up to date on that. Out to the left wing. Here is Johnny Davis. Davis whips it back over to Jared Williamson. Will Paul with the basketball. He'll take a two-point shot. It's on the way it in. He nails it. 9-7 our score. Wonder Boys up by 2.
Will Paul using that big 6'10" frame of his to get it across the defense and put it in and out of everybody's reach.
15 minutes left to go in the first half. Into the front court. Back over. Nick Ross is in the ballgame. He'll bring it back over on the right wing to Austin Mitchell. Mitchell closely guarded, double team. He'll get a bounce pass out to the right wing. Back up front, in the paint. 2-point shots off the bottom of the glass, and we'll get a foul. And we'll tell you that occasionally you may see plays being replayed over and over. We're also supplying official review responsibilities for the officials down at the scores table,
which is something the GAC Sports Network brings to this tournament, along with the help of Jason Moyer and the JBM Productions putting it on, able to get that official review. And we've seen it used a few times and help make a couple of calls that may be questionable overturned.
David Day in the ball game for the Tigers. From back at the free throw line, Austin Mitchell takes his second one. The shot's off the back iron and no good. Coming up with the basketball, here comes Jared Williamson out of the backcourt. Wonder Boys take it across the time stripe. Williamson directing traffic out at the top of the key. He'll take it into the paint, and now the whistle blows. They say another foul away from the basketball, and this one is on David Day. So he comes into the ball game and immediately gets a blocking foul.
Well, you know, he
wastes no time.
Making his presence known early, establishing dominance.
Inbound throws going to come back in to Nick Ross. Ross out of the backcourt, moves it to the top of the key, gets a bounce pass over to an open teammate, David Day. Day back over to Nigel Ramsey. 2-point shots missing and no good from Morris. Tech gets the rebound. Williamson out of the backcourt. He'll get a quick handoff over to Johnny Davis. Davis trying to pass to an open teammate. Mitchum will knock it out of play. The 6'7" forward from Fort Smith, and now Ouachita will get to move it the other direction.
Well, you know, we talked about a little bit ago, the quickness of this Ouachita defense is that they're just swarming the ball. This Ouachita Tiger team just relentless in the pursuit, and that's going to cause a couple of turnovers as the game progresses. Michael
Cleveland back in the ball game, and now here come the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. Ramsey out on the left wing, driving the perimeter and draws a foul. This is going to be, I believe, on Mitchum, his first. It'll leave Nigel Ramsey to send the basketball back into play. Inbound throws given into Nick Ross. Ross out at the top of the key. Long threes coming. It's on the way, bouncing high off the iron, and it won't fall. And now a foul's called in the process.
This game being pretty physical so far. Several fouls called for both teams here in the early going. And I got to tell you, that just tells you about how intense this rivalry is between the Ouachita Baptist Tigers and the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
13:39 left to play in the half, 9-7 our score. Into the front court comes Michael Cleveland. Cleveland out to the left wing, finds an open man in Blake Mitchell. Back up top, long threes off the iron, no good for Horde. And coming back to the basketball It's knocked over onto press row.
They got about to play a game of catch with the basketball.
At least he got the radio guy, not any of our equipment.
Exactly.
So, anyway. Inbound throw is going to come to Nick Ross. He's back over at the top of the key as they try to take it through the paint. The basketball is knocked out of play. There's your Arkansas Tech cheerleaders. Most of them have refused to Drew Brent's phone number at some point during the last 4 years.
Well, he's persistent. He keeps trying.
Into the front court. An outlet pass to the right wing. Long threes off the iron, no good. Coming away with it. Johnny Davis up and under. 2-point shots over the rim and no good.
Johnny Davis doing a really good job there trying to get away from the defense. Draws the contact. Almost gets that ball to go in. However, takes a bad bounce on top of the rim and falls out, but a chance for two.
Back at the free throw line is Johnny Davis. First one's on the way and in. Another free throw's up and coming for Davis.
Davis actually leading all scorers with 5 right now.
Shots on the way and in. 11-7 our score. Tech out to a 4-point lead over the Tigers.
And John Davis actually 4 for 4 beyond the charity stripe, and that's basically the difference in the game so far, while Ouachita only able to hit 1 of 4 so far.
Out of the backcourt. Here come those Tigers. Out at the right wing, Austin Mitchell. Kick it around the edge of the arc. Back over to Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey down in the paint. Shots blocked. Is coming down on top of it was Blake Mitchell.
Looked like he was about to get away with the clean block there, but just enough contact to rub the official. And that's going to send him to the charity stripe. However, Grant, you know, you've been voicing the Tigers for a little while there.
Yeah, I was there for a little while. About 3 years. Enjoyed my time in Arkadelphia. Nigel Ramsey's first free throw is on the way and in. And my first color commentator was none other than Drew Brent.
Well, it's funny how that kind of always comes back full circle sometimes.
Yeah, he helped me with the Ouachita games and got my popcorn when I told him to. That's free throws in and out, no good. And coming up with the basketball is Marcus Haney. Out of the backcourt, here comes Johnny Davis. Back over to Jared Williamson. Down to the right wing. Long threes on the way and in. Blake Mitchell from long range.
Williamson with the long range three to give Tech a nice, comfortable little lead with about 12 minutes left to go in the half, but so it'll be a quick foul.
And there's your angry Tech fan. That's the face of Wonder Boy Wrath right there. Back at the free throw line, it'll be Nigel Ramsey.
I'm glad, almost glad there's no audio on that. From the looks of it, looks like there's probably some things that might not have been said on air.
Next free throw's on the way it is. 14-9 our score. Back into the ballgame, Jeremy Horde. .12:08 left to go here. Next free throw's on the way, good.
Ouachita doing a good job. Looks like they're going to put a little bit of backcourt pressure on there. Try to cut into this 4-point lead by the Wonder Boys.
Williamson into the front court. They'll kick it back over to the open Kendall Pinckney, who's now in the ballgame. And Kendall was tripped up as Eric Brower was trying to make a defensive move. All right, we've got a timeout on the floor. 11:51 left to go. 14-10 our score. Arkansas Tech leading Ouachita Baptist. We're back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose it.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose Division II.
Welcome back. 14-10 our score. 11:51 left to go in the first half. Grant Merrill, Blake Smith along with you today here on the GAC Sports Network. Jason Moyer, Drew Brent calling the shots back in the trailer. Keith Brown. Tamara Moyer-Brown is also on the broadcast today. Patrick Otto, one of our key people. And then, of course, Peyton Weatherford is maybe the youngest employee in JBM history. And also in the trailer, Stu the intern from the Great American Conference, who is the lowest paid person in the history of the world. 2-point shot. It's off the glass, no good. Back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita. Nick Ross into the front court, gives it back off to Julian Leday. Leday back over to Eric Brower on the right wing. They'll give it off to Colt Faison. Now, going to the floor was Leday. He managed to keep dribbling that basketball and get back up. Taylor Smith has it now. 14-10 our score. Down low. Back over to Colt Faison. Up front, 2-point shots, missing and no good. Rebounded the stick back. Won't go for David Day.
Ouachita able to dodge a bullet there whenever they drop the ball and able to get it back, but Tech avoids any damage by getting the defensive rebound.
Back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita. 2-point shots on the way it in. 10:51 left to go here.
Take a look at the screen. You can see that went up and a little bit too much contact as drove into him, and that will send number 3 for Ouachita, Smith, to the line.
Out at the free throw line, it'll be Taylor Smith. Back the other direction. And there's yet just another Ouachita Baptist fan watching the ball game today. 14-12 our score. Jeremy Horde back up to the top of the key. Nick Wayman with a bounce pass. The basketball turned over. The Tigers back the other direction. They'll tip it out of bounds, and Arkansas Tech will have it.
You hear a roar of a couple of Ouachita fans not exactly happy with that call. However, the Tech fans behind us seem to agree. Funny how that works sometimes.
Matt Haney will have the inbound throw to Jared Williamson. Williamson out of the backcourt, moving right to left on the screen. He'll take it out to the top of the yard. J-Dub down on the left side of the paint, gives it off to Jeremy Horde. Horde back to Johnny Davis. Davis down in the paint, double teamed. Outlet pass to the top of the key, Jared Williamson. Gets fouled, and we'll see who this is on. I think Taylor Smith had that one.
Looks like they're going to take a look at the replay right now. He kind of gets reached in and then kind of tripped up.
And somehow forced the ball between his legs.
I got to tell you.
after fouling. And Jared Williamson's first free throws off the iron, no good. Rebound, David Day. Day back the other direction, gives it off to Taylor Smith. Smith out at the top of the arc, takes it in the paint. 2-point shots in and out, no good. Bodies on the floor, and now Jared Williamson moves it the other direction.
Good effort by Williamson there to dive across about everybody to try to get the rebound.
Williamson ends up losing control of it. And back at the free throw line, Jared Williamson, after drawing the foul on Eric Brower. It's Brower's second foul of the game.
Clemson kind of got a little bit of a break there. It looks like he was losing control of the basketball as he was going up, and he gets the foul and is able to make amends for it by going to the stripe and try to push this lead out for the Wonder Boys.
First free throw makes it a 15-12 ball game.
And you see on the replay right here, he goes up and just kind of about loses the basketball and gets a trip to the charity line.
Next one's on the way in. 16-12 our score, 9:39 left to go in the first half. Out of the backcourt is Leday.
They're doing a good job from the charity stripe so far, 6 of 7, shooting 86%. Ouachita Baptist Edwards 4 of 9.
Out of the corner, 2-point shots in and out, no good. 16-12 our score. 9:22 left to play here. And Dennis Nutt not too happy about that last one. Up front at the free throw line, Jeremy Hoare.
We're just under halfway to go in the first half, and both teams are already in the bonus. It's a very physical game between the Wonder Boys and their rivals, the Ouachita Baptist Tigers.
First free throw's on the way it in. He'll have another one coming. Another free throw up and coming to try to make it a 6-point ball game. Another one's on the way it in. 18-12 our score, 9:22 left to go in the first half. Back the other direction, Julian Leday. Leday out to the right wing. Back to Nigel Ramsey. Up top to Taylor Smith. Smith down on the baseline. Gets him back out to the right wing. A 2-point shot's on the way it in for Colt Faison.
Good job by Ouachita there to drive in the paint, create an open shot toward the outside. And that's what Ouachita's going to have to do if they're going to have to get back into this one, as they're going to have to try to take advantage of a little bit of a size mismatch on the inside and try to get some of their shooters open.
Kendall Pinckney brings it back over to Johnny Davis. Now the basketball's almost knocked away. Davis recovers. Davis out at the top of the key. Fires a three, and it's off the iron. No good. Rebound, Ngulu. Ramsey back the other direction. Gets past the defender. Now the basketball turned over. Coming up with it. Here's Pinckney. He'll swing it back over to Johnny Davis. Davis in 3-point range. 2-point shot. Hangs on the rim and won't fall for Pinckney.
Pinckney able to sneak inside the forest there with the big trees and almost gets that shot to go. However, a little miscommunication between the Baptist Tigers.
And now we've got a timeout. 7:47 left to go. Arkansas Tech leading Ouachita 18-14. We're back after this. You're watching the GAC Sports Network.
NCAA Division II student-athlete experience goes beyond the classrooms and playing fields. It means a commitment to service and community, helping organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation by raising money to help grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions. Kids like Jacob.
Some student athletes gave of their time and their energy to raise the money.
It was fun to meet Jeff Gordon.
NCAA Division II, training student athletes for lifelong achievement.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. 18-14 our score, 7:47 left to go in the first half. Grant Merrill, Blake Smith along with you from Bartlesville, Oklahoma at the Bruin Arena. So glad you have joined us today. We got a lot of fans here from all across the South. You see a lot of green and gold in the stands and a lot of blue.
Both teams travel fairly well, and I think more than that behind us to take a look back. Fans from all over, and really good to come out and see this first GAC inaugural tournament.
7:47 left to go in the first half. Let's see what happens here. The Bartlesville Bruins Sports Arena. Inbound pass is given inside to Kendall Pinckney. Pinckney out at the top of the key, kicks it to the right wing. Haney for three, his shot won't go. And now a foul call. .738 left to play here. And going to the free throw line is Michael Morris. (18-14) our score.
And as we mentioned before, both teams and the bonus right now, so both will be taking free throw shots, and very physical game so far.
Next free throw is off the iron and no good. Another man coming into the ball game here, and that is Stephen Coles, the 6'8", 245-pound forward from Danville, Virginia. Next free throw is up and coming. Shots on the way. Good. 18-15 our score. 7:37 left to go in the first half. Out of the backcourt. Here's Kendall Pinckney, the Dardanelle native. We'll move it over to the left side of the paint. Quick handoff goes to Johnny Davis. 2-point shots in and out, no good. Rebound to the stick back. Won't happen either, and Ouachita will take it the other direction.
Like you said, Ouachita is going to need to work on is that free throw line percentage, shooting 5 of 11 so far this game. That's only 45%. Tech, however, 8 of 9, and you're looking at the difference right now between this ball game.
Emmanuel Ngulu puts it up and in. 18-17 our score. Out at the top of the key, it's Pinckney. Back over to Jeremy Horde. Matt Haney takes it down low to Stephen Coles. .650 left to go in the first half. And back at the free throw line is Stephen Coles. Here's the shot. Next free throw's on the way in.
And that's going to put Arkansas Tech 9-10, a free throw shooting 90% from the free throw line. However, Tech only shooting 25% overall from the field. Baptist Tigers shooting nearly 38%. Although Tech leads by 2. And as I mentioned before, the free throws being the difference is what Ouachita Baptist is going to have to start making if they want to try to get ahead of this Arkansas Tech team.
Back the other direction. Here we go. Julian Leday will take it around the edge of the arc to Michael Morris. Down low, 2-point shots, hit it out, no good for Nigel Ramsey. Basketball knocked loose. Mitchell comes up with it. Long threes, in and out, no good. Rebounded, a stick back won't go. Pulling down the basketball, Stephen Coles. And loose balls picked up by Ouachita. 3-pointers on the way and in. Look at that.
Well, that was a pretty hectic series of events right there. And Ouachita gets the ball right back.
Tied at 20, the Tigers into the front court. Down, up and under. 2-pointers off the glass and bodies fly everywhere.
I got to tell you, that last couple of series plays right there, that was pretty hectic. Arkansas Tech not able to get their own, finally gets the rebound. Ouachita then picks it up and then has a chance to actually take the lead here with these free throws.
Tied up at 20, 6:10 left to go in the first half. Shots up, shots on the way and in. Next one's up and coming.
Ouachita, as they shoot the free throw, Tech really needs to kind of work on their shot percentage. Only 25% from the field today, even though only down by 2.
Baseball news, the Diamond Hogs lose 4-1 to Rice today. They'll play the Texas Longhorns tomorrow. It's about the only other college score we have in the state today. Up front, long threes, off the iron, nothing happening there from Blake Mitchell. Coming up with the rebound, Nigel Ramsey, he takes it to the 24-20, Ouachita out to a 4-point lead.
For Ouachita doing a very good job of staying aggressive and attacking the boards, and really the rebounding and second chance opportunities is what's given them the lead so far today.
Jared Williamson back down low, finds an open man, 2-point shot, hangs on the rim, won't fall. Wonder Boys get it back. Williamson from the top of the key gets the ball knocked away from him, coming up with it at Gulu. The basketball on the floor, and a timeout taken by Dennis Nutt. We'll take it with him. 5:14 left to go in the first half. Ouachita leading Arkansas Tech. We're back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
We were drawn here from all 50 states and more than 50 different nations. We are 7,000 students of languages, arts, sciences, and life. As diverse as our origins and as different as our backgrounds are, it's remarkable how much we have in common here in this place of faith, learning, and living. Harding University.
A beautiful view of the Bruin Arena floor here at Bartlesville. 5:14 left to go in the first half, and there's Dennis Nutt, the head coach of the Ouachita Baptist Tigers, who hopes they can keep the lead here. Julian Leday into the front court, takes the top of the key. He'll swing it back around to Ngulu. Ngulu back over on the quarter, finds Nigel Ramsey. 5 minutes even left to go in the half. Ramsey dribbling forward. Takes him back up top. A long three's on the way it in for Austin Mitchell. He nails it from long range, 27-20 our score.
Mitchell's 2 for 3 beyond the three-point line so far here in the first half, doing a very good job. And he's 2 of 4 overall, so doing a good job behind the three-point line as well as from anywhere on the field.
Up front, 2-point shots off the iron, no good. The basketball tipped out of bounds.
Game been bitty back and forth so far as Tigers able to push the lead out to about 6 or so. Ouachita now with a 7-point lead with about 4:30 left to go in the half.
Inbound pass kicked into the left wing, and Jared Williamson. Williamson out in three-point range, takes it toward the right wing. He'll give it back over to Kendall Pinckney. Pinckney gets his pocket picked, coming away with it. Julian Leday into the paint. He gets the ball stripped away from him. Jared Williamson tries to take it the other direction, and another foul is called as Austin Mitchell got into the mix there.
And there's going to be a chance for free throws coming up. Tech trying to cut into the 7-point Ouachita lead, and Ouachita being very aggressive so far this game, and sometimes that'll come back and bite you when you'll pick up a couple of fouls.
Jared Williamson at the free throw line. Shots on the way, off the iron, no good. Back in the ball game, Matt Haney and Jeremy Horde. And another one coming for Jared Williamson. Shots up on the way, in and out, no good. 4:07 left to play here, 27-20, Ouachita leading.
Tech's right now down by 7. Their numbers, however, you expect them to be down by a little more. Shooting only 20% from the field and only 28% beyond the arc. However, they are shooting 76% along the free throw line. Baptist, however, 42% and 66% beyond the arc.
And as the shot goes off, they call a foul on Austin Mitchell for the Tigers. But we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:45 left to play in the first half. Ouachita 27, Arkansas Tech 20. Boy.
Well, going back to what I was saying about the shooting percentages, Ouachita shooting 42% and 66% beyond the arc, and while only shooting 53% from their free throw chances. Tech going to have to start taking a little bit better shots. Although you do have to give credit to this Ouachita defense for being tenacious and able to really get in and attack the basketball.
And we're replaying the last play that got a foul called on Austin Mitchell. Official review in order right now. Shots off the iron, no good.
Trying to make sure everything's...
Don't forget, coming up tonight, we've got Harding in Southeastern Oklahoma State in the 8:30 game, and then Ouachita Baptist takes on SWOSU in the 6 o'clock game. All of those here for you on the GAC Sports Network.
So far, every game, well, it's the one game we had today ended with a buzzer beater three-pointer. This game's shaping up to be pretty good itself, as we're only a few minutes away from the half. So this basketball tournament's only going to get better as the day goes on.
All right, Arkansas Tech will have it right here. Back the other direction. Jared Williams, here we go. Down on the baseline, Will Paul fires it two. It won't go. Rebound, Austin Mitchell. Mitchell back the other direction, finds the open Julian Leday. 3:23 to play in the half. Leday out of the left wing, takes it down low. Outlet pass and a travel called. Nigel Ramsey took steps without dribble.
Both teams pretty even on the turnovers front. Only 8 turnovers for both teams. So 9 turnovers for Ouachita now. 8 for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. Tech going to have to try to create some chances to get some better shots up.
Jared Williamson gives it down to Will Paul. His shot for 2 is off the iron, no good. Coming up with the basketball, Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey down to the right side of the paint. Gets a bounce pass over to an open teammate. Leday tries to fire a 2. It won't go. Back the other direction. Here come the Wonder Boys. Williamson into the front court.
Kind of hard to shoot over the 6'10", Will Paul.
Paul in three-point range. Back to J-Dub. Jared Williamson. The Horde. Now to Blake Mitchum. Mitchum back the other direction. Long threes on the way, off the iron, no good. 2:22 left to go in the first half. And another long three coming, it won't go. Arkansas Tech tries to come up with it. Ouachita gets it back. A 2-pointer off the back glass, no good. Here comes Williamson. Williamson with a bounce pass to the right wing, down to the baseline. Outlet pass, Paul wide open, Williamson wide open. He'll dribble in, double teamed. Now to Haney. Matt Haney's up for the shot. It's on the way it in.
That was good ball movement by the Wonder Boys. That's what they're going to have to do to try to create those one-on-one opportunities so they can try to claw back into this one.
27-22 our score. Out at the right wing, Nigel Ramsey. 1:35 left to play. Ramsey down low. Gives it off to an open teammate that tried to go up for it. And Michael Morris was fouled. 1:30 left to play here, and Ramsey's at the free throw line.
Both teams doing a good job of playing physical and inside the paint. And that's going to put that comes on later on. Eventually, if one team can tire the other one down and avoid a couple of foul trouble.
Another free throws up and coming for Nigel Ramsey. 28-22 our score. Matt Haney coming out of the ball game for the Wonder Boys. Ramsey's shot on the way it in.
Ouachita doing much better at this stripe now, shooting near 57% as opposed to the 20% they were just a few minutes ago. Of course, Nigel Ramsey helps that out with 5 of 6 from the charity stripe.
Up and under, 2-point shots off the rim, no good. Coming back the other way, Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey with an outlet pass. Bounce pass to Ngulu at the top of the key. Now a 3 on the way it in from Austin Mitchell.
Can't leave Austin Mitchell out on the open like that, otherwise he'll knock it down every time. As Mitchell has 9 points, Ramsey with 13, and that's a big 2 for the Ouachita Tigers right now.
Ouachita with a 10-point lead, 47 seconds left. A three-pointer, in and out, no good. Back the other direction. Ramsey with an outlet pass to Mitchell. Austin for two, his shot. Off the rim, no good. A rebound and a stick back on the way it in. Colt Faison with that bucket. 30 seconds left to play.
So Tech's going to try and hold for the last shot. Try to get at least a basket, a little momentum going into the half.
Into the front court. 14 seconds left. Williamson, top of the key. Quick handoff. Back over to Will Paul. Jared Williamson tries to go up for the shot and can't do it. 4.3 seconds left to play here.
Going charity strike for two. Wonder Boys shooting 77%. And you're going to try to close the deficit within 10.
First free throw is up and coming for Jared Williamson. Jared, of course, the first cousin of UCA coach and Razorback great Corliss Williamson.
Always good to have an Arkansas legend stay in state.
Next free throws off the back iron, no good. 4.3 seconds left to go here. 34-22 our score, an 8-point lead for the Tigers. Next free throws up on the way, good, he nails it. 4 seconds left to go. And here come the Tigers. Up front, 2-point shot, hangs on the rim and won't fall, and we've come to the end of the first half. Our score, Ouachita 34, Arkansas Tech 23. We're back in just a few minutes. You're watching the GAC Sports Network. Welcome back to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Grand Barrel, Blake Smith along with you on the GAC Sports Network. Arkansas Tech with the basketball to start things out in the second half. Michael Cleveland brings it back over to Johnny Davis at the top of the key. Cleveland for three. His shot's on the way in, and look at that. All of a sudden, Arkansas Tech has made it a 9-point game.
That's exactly what Tech was looking to come out for with the big play to start off. Second half, hit the big three, and Tech hopefully going to try to carry the momentum with this 9-point deficit against this tough Ouachita Baptist Tiger team. Lede
down to the corner, finds Ngulu. 2-point shots on the way and in. Into the front court, Michael Cleveland. He'll bring it back over to Williamson. Down low, a foul called. 19:02 left to go in the ball game. OBU leading at 36-25.
Tech looking to start this off.
Next one's on its way in. Long three. 36-28 our score. 18:50 left to go in the ball game. Out at the left wing, Nigel Ramsey. Down low, 2-point shot, goes behind the glass, and Arkansas Tech can take it the other way.
And a great play there by, great athletic play to get the ball underneath.
2-point shots on the way it in. Johnny Davis making that shot, and Ouachita will move the other direction. Lede out of the backcourt. Swings it around. 18-13 left to play here. Nigel Ramsey will have the throw in, and we got a timeout taken. No, hold on. Just a foul. Inbound throw is coming. And this is going to go back into Michael Cleveland. Cleveland in the front court. He'll move it around the edge of the arc, back over to an open teammate. That's going to be Davis. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland down on the right side of the paint. Takes it back over to Haney. Back up front. A dribble inside. 2-point shots off the rim. No good. And now Williamson moves it back over to Michael Cleveland again. Back up front. Long threes. In and down. No good. And back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita. Leday into the front court. Moves it back down. 2-point shots on the way it in. That is Michael Morris with that one. 38-30 our score. $17:05 left to go. Back up front. Williamson with an outlet pass to Cleveland again. Back to Williamson. J-Dub for three. His shot's on the way it in.
Tech doing a great job so far this second half with being able to get that three-point shot going. And that's what it called back in this ball game, 33-38.
Leday, top of the key. Moves it out to an open teammate. Back to Leday. Down to the baseline. Austin Mitchell with a long three. It's in and down, no good.
Momentum shifting back in Tech's favor after put a couple of scores and a quick foul there. They'll have a chance at the charity stripe. Tech able to come back out of the locker room. Be sure Coach K had a few choice words for his Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. They seem to be coming out fired up.
You would think he would be spirited.
That's probably putting it in a nice way.
Inbound pass will come from Michael Cleveland. Down to the quarter, a long three from Haney's on the way it in. 38-36, Arkansas Tech determined to get this one back.
And Haney doing a good job with the three as Tech has managed to come back in just a matter of minutes, 38-36. Ouachita is just almost powerless to see their lead slip away.
16:02 left to go in the ball game. 38-36 our score. Ouachita leading it by 2. This one could turn into a nail-biter.
Certainly has a possibility too. Both teams been playing pretty well. Tech coming out totally different in the second half though. They seem to be charged.
Leday back to the left wing. Finds Michael Morris. Now the basketball turned over. Coming up with it, Arkansas Tech. Williamson out at the top of the key. He'll give it off to the right wing. Long threes off the iron. No good. 38-36 our score. And now the basketball's tipped out of bounds, and we've got a whistle and a media timeout. 15:34 left to go in the ball game. It's Ouachita 38, Arkansas Tech 36. We're back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
Makes Henderson a better choice in education? Is it the campus or the buildings? Is it class size or professors with PhDs? Is it the cost, the value? What is it about Henderson?
It's me.
A strong educational foundation from Henderson put Richard Jacobs on the road to becoming a doctor. Today, he's at the forefront of pediatric research and care. Henderson prepares today's students for tomorrow because what counts is what you become. Henderson State University.
(38-36) our score. 15:34 left to play in this one. Grant Merrill, Blake Smith along with you on the GAC Sports Network.
that Matt Haney has been coming on strong, 3 for 4, 2 for 3. He's on the 3-point line, and he's been kind of a spark plug so far. Help Tech climb back, get within 2. Tech down by 10, actually 12, go not just 5 minutes ago, able to claw back. And you kind of see why the Wonder Boys were the number 1 seed, a top 25 team overall. Not a lot of teams are able to just come roaring back that quickly.
38-36 our score, 15:34 left to go in the ball game. Inbound pass, give it inside to Marshawn Arnold. Now Williamson will get it back. Williamson with the handoff back to Horde. Horde to Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis, double team, 2-point shot, hangs on the rim and won't fall. Now a whistle and a foul.
Tech looking to go to the line, hopefully tie this thing up. Tech 11 of 15 from the line so far.
Next free throws on the way in. Next free throws on the way in and out, no good. 38-37 our score, 15-13 left to play.
Good awareness by Will Paul, the big 6'10" transfer from Stanford, as he's able to get the ball and Wonder Boys retain possession.
Williamson will have the throw in here. Inbound pass given to Johnny Davis. Davis at the top of the key. His shot rejected. Ford comes up with it. Back to the left wing. A dribble in from Johnny Davis. Up and under Will Paul. Tried to go up for the shot and got the ball stripped away from him.
Well, that last block was by the leading blocker in the GAC, Michael Morris. That's going to give Morris his 3rd block of the game.
Out of the backcourt. Here comes Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey down to the baseline. Finding an open teammate, Leday. 2-point shot, won't go. Rebound Ouachita, and the long threes, in and out, no good for Nigel Ramsey.
Ramsey himself having a pretty good game, 13 points. But just like that, a quick turnover.
14:23 to play. Inbound pass is coming. Nigel Ramsey at the top of the key. Ramsey sprints forward, and now the basketball. He's knocked to the ground. (38-37) our score. 14:10 left to play.
I believe just not a few minutes ago, Tech was down by 10, able to come back. And tell you, since then, this game has been about even.
Around the edge of the arc, Leday gives to Austin Mitchell. Long threes on the way it in.
Mitchell 4 from 7 from long range.
41-37 our score. Two-point shot. Off the rim and no good. On the way in. 41-39 our score. Up front. The basketball is thrown out of bounds.
He tried to go up against the big 6'10" Michael Morris. Michael Morris is not a small guy himself. At a 6'4", but you try to go up against someone that's he's got about 6 inches on you.
41-39 our score. Now to the right wing. Arnold back to Paul. His shot for 2. Won't go. Up front, 2-pointers. Off the back glass, no good. And Now back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita and Austin Mitchell. Mitchell back to Ramsey. Up front, 2-point shots off the back glass, no good. Up front, long threes off the rim, nothing doing there.
That is Jeremy Horde. Tried to get the rebound, almost couldn't quite get a handle on it. He lost his balance going for the rebound. Ouachita catches it right there, and looks like they're going to retain possession.
12:52 left to play here. 41-39 our score. Austin Mitchell lobs it back inside, giving it off to Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey to Leday, back to the right wing, long threes on the way it in. Wow, Austin Mitchell nails that one from long range, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 12:44 left to play in the ball game. 44-39 our score.
Tell you, that was Mitchell's 5th three of this game so far. He has been electric from deep. 5 of 8 on the day, 5 from 10 overall, 15 points as he leads all scorers. And I got to tell you, if you're Arkansas State, you have to keep an eye on him. You can't let him shoot from downtown.
44-39 our score. 5-point lead for Ouachita Baptist. Winner of this ball game to play Southwestern Oklahoma State tomorrow.
And of course, Southwestern and Arkansas Monticello played the game before this, and I got to tell you, that was one of the best finishes I think I've ever seen in a basketball game in a very, very long time.
Inbound throws coming to Jared Williamson. Williamson out of the backcourt, moving from left to right. He'll give it off to Haney. Down to the left wing, Johnny Davis. Davis down in the paint. Tries to throw it to an open teammate. Now the basketball is tipped out. And Ouachita Baptist will move it the other direction.
Tech shooting only 28% from the field right now. However, they are shooting 41% behind the arc. That's where a lot of the points have been coming from. Ouachita, however, shooting 50% from behind the arc. And all that's due to Mitchell, and it is 5 of 8.
Up and under, 2-point shots on the way it in. Count the basket. Hook and let the foul on the way up. And now at the free throw line, it'll be Michael Morris. Count the basket, and he'll get the +1 opportunity.
Both teams playing fairly well. And so far this second half.
Next free throw is up and coming. Next free throw is off the iron, no good. 12:14 left to play. Jared Williamson into the front court. Brings it out to the right wing. Giving it off to Matt Haney. Now the basketball turned over. Ouachita into the front court. 2-point shots blocked. Ramsey tried to go up for it. $11:59 left to go. And you can see there the apple may not fall far from the tree. 46-39 our score. We've got a timeout. 11:59 left to play. We're back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
144 All-Americans. Over $14 million in athletic facility improvements since 2005. The 2000 Baseball National Championship. Southeastern Athletics is striving to be the model NCAA Division II university.
$46-39 our score. 11:59 left to go in the ball game, and Arkansas Tech trying to figure out how they're going to come back from a 7-point deficit. Your thoughts, Mr. Smith?
Well, Tech did a really good job to start off that half. Really attacking the basket, playing with a lot of energy, and found that 3-point shot quite often, and that's basically been where a lot of the points have come from in success. 41% from behind the arc, however, only 28% from the field. And apparently we're on field. Take a look over there, and hey, found us.
There you go. 46-39 our score, 11:59 left to play here. At the free throw line, shots on the way, up and in. We'll have another one. Next free throw on the way, good.
Of the 48 points, Ramsey and Mitchell for Ouachita combined for 30 of them, both with 15 on the day. And they have been a big part of this Ouachita Baptist basketball team.
Into the front court, Michael Cleveland takes it down to the paint, kicks her back up to the top. Haney dribbling forward, fires a two, shots on the way and in. 48-41 our score, 7-point ball game, and now Tech gets it back. Haney tried to put it back up and in and is still trying, driving through traffic, bodies fly everywhere. Ouachita comes away with it. Mitchell into the front court, Austin on the baseline, two-pointer, won't go. Arkansas Tech back the other direction. Cleveland into the front court, takes it top of the key. He'll work it down into the paint, through traffic, trying to get past defenders everywhere, and now the whistle finally blows.
And it looks like a little bit of disagreement from the fans, and Coach K not exactly happy about that.
48-41 our score. 11-11 left to play in this ballgame. Julian Leday will put it back into play here. He'll lob it inside to Mitchell, back to Leday. Leday across the time strap. Back over to Emmanuel Agulu. 2-point shots off the rim and no good. Michael Cleveland comes away with it. Cleveland down to the paint. Kicks it back up top to the open Johnny Davis. Davis back up top to Will Paul. He's on the way in, and he's fouled on the way up.
And the big man goes up strong and out of nowhere with the long ball, and has a chance for the ever elusive 4-point play.
A 4-point play that we don't see very often. Look at that three, and then they come down on top of it. And boom, there's your three-pointer. Next one coming for Will Paul. Shots on the way, and in, he nails it.
That was a big play for Tech right there. You don't expect the big guy to go up from the three-point line very often, and that time it worked out to perfection.
48-45 our score. Into the front court, Nigel Ramsey. And another foul call.
That's going to give Will Paul his 4th foul.
10:23 left to play here. 48-45 our score. Inbound pass, give it inside to Austin Mitchell. Mitchell with a handoff over to Leday. Leday in the paint, 2-point shot. Hangs on the rim and won't fall. Rebound to the stick back, won't go either. Arkansas Tech will take it out of the backcourt. Johnny Davis working to the top of the key. Moves it up front. Now the basketball's knocked down to play. We've got a foul call.
Only a 3-point game after that 4-point play by Will Paul just a few minutes ago, and now they're going to try to make this a 1-point game.
Back at the free throw line. Johnny Davis. Shots on the way and in. 9:58 left to play here. 48-46 our score. Shots on the way, good.
Ball rolled around the rim for a little bit before deciding it wanted to go in.
48-47, Arkansas is on the run. Arkansas Tech's on the run. Out of the backcourt, here comes Ouachita and Nigel Ramsey. The foul call. Ramsey tried to move forward. This is going to be on Michael Cleveland. Some very passionate fans back behind us. They're not really
about to say the same thing. They
in any type of agreement.
They're going to let you know what they think about that call.
9:50 to go. Inbound pass, give it inside to Justin Leday. Leday back to Michael Morris. Morris with a handoff back to Leday. Leday sprints forward, takes it down low. 2-point shots on the way in for Emmanuel Agulu. 9:30 left to play in this one. 50-47 our score.
Ouachita trying to hold off the charging Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, who've been shooting fairly well, and that was a very long three. It won't go.
Johnny Davis has shot off the rim and no good. 50-47 our score. 9:17 left to go. There's a lot of folks booing the referees for that decision.
Well, they wanted to have a jump ball call, although the possession arrow would have gone back to Ouachita anyway, but still only 3-point play. We're going to take another look at that, actually.
My goodness, everybody's getting into it.
Going to foul, trying to see. You can't really see where he called timeout, but the ref gave it to him before. Davis with a very long three. Went no good, and they went down. A couple of Tigers and Wonder Boy went down on the ground and apparently got the timeout before the jump could get called.
9:17 left to play. 50-47 our score. This one could get ugly. (50-47). The inbound throw's coming. Shots on the way in, or the inbound passes on the way in. Leday will bring it back over to Austin Mitchell. Mitchell in play here. He gives it back over to Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey shots off the rim, no good. Back over the other direction. Jared Williamson. Williamson down low, finding Johnny Davis as he tries to spin toward the hoop. It spins out of control.
It's like, actually it was a foul called, so he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line and make this a 1-point game.
Back at the free throw line. Here's Johnny Davis. .48 left to go, win the ball game.
Ouachita going to have to watch the fouls, as 4 of their 5 players on the court right now currently have 3 fouls, and there's still about 9 minutes left to go in this ball game.
Next free throws off the back iron, no good. Back to the other direction, here comes Ouachita. Mitchell into the front court. Takes it out to the left wing. Right between the circles goes to Leday. Leday dribbling forward. Back over to an open teammate. 2-pointers over the rim and no good. Rebound Michael Morris. Up and under, 2-point shots marred by a foul as Julian Leday was going up for that.
Coach K not happy with that call at all, as that'll send Ouachita to the 3-point free throw line, with a 3-point lead.
Back at the free throw line.
Take a look on the replay right there, saying he didn't run into him, there wasn't any contact, but the referee disagrees. As Drew Brent would say, I guess, non-compliant.
Next free throw is up and coming. The shot is on the way, in and out, no good. 8:13 left to go here. 50-47. Ouachita Baptist leading it by 3. The next free throw is up on the way. Good. Back the other direction. Here comes Arkansas Tech. Johnny Davis with a quick handoff to an open teammate in Jeremy Horde. Down to Jared Williamson. Williamson back over to Johnny Davis. Long threes on the way it in.
Davis with the falling away three from, well, it was about Tulsa where he shot that from and managed to get it to drain in.
51-50 our score. 7:40 left to play here. And now another whistle, another foul. And now we've got a timeout on the floor. 7:35 left to go in this one. Ouachita 51, Arkansas Tech 50. We're back after this.
NCAA Division II student-athlete experience goes beyond the classrooms and playing fields. It means a commitment to service and community, helping organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation by raising money to help grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions. Kids like Jacob.
Some student athletes gave of their time and their energy to raise the money.
It was fun to meet Jeff Gordon.
NCAA Division II, training student athletes for lifelong achievement.
Welcome back. Referees talking things over as we have a 51-50 ball game. Ouachita leading Arkansas Tech. 7:35 left to play in this one. Brad Merrill, Blake Smith along with you.
I got to tell you, Grant, 1-point game for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys as they've been able to storm back from the 10-point deficit at the half. However, Ouachita doing a good job of holding them off as we took the timeout. As the last foul that a couple fans weren't real happy with. That seemed a little tacky, but that's going to have a chance for Ouachita to extend this lead out to 3.
7:35 to go, and back at the free throw line, Julian Leday. We'll see what he can do right here. First free throws up and coming. Shots on the way. Good. He nails it. He'll have another one coming. Next free throw, it's money. 53-50 our score. Ouachita with the lead.
Stat for you as Tech brings it up the court. Tech shooting only 31%. Ouachita only 34%. Good defensive play by both teams. And neither team exactly shooting lights out, but beyond the arc doing fairly well. 46% for Tech and 50% for Ouachita.
Johnny Davis trying to go up for the 2, and his shot's blocked.
And Michael Morris made sure that shot wasn't getting anywhere near the basket.
53-50 our score. 7:18 left to play here. Johnny Davis back at the free throw line.
Davis with actually a game high 16 points.
Shots off the iron, no good. Back the other direction. Here comes Ouachita. Quick handoff is into the hands of Nigel Ramsey. Back up top, Julian Leday. Leday almost gets him knocked away, but a foul called on Blake Mitchum. 6:59 to go. A close one. A slow-paced close one here, Blake.
That's exactly right. It's not exactly both teams flying down the court. It's just playing very aggressive, very tough. So both teams trying to pick their shots very carefully, and with that on top of several fouls.
Matt Haney is back into the ball game, as is Will Paul, and at the free throw line, Michael Morris for Ouachita Baptist.
Will Paul going to have to be careful working with 4 fouls. However, number 5, Tyler Posey, big forward for Baptist also working with 4 fouls, so keep an eye on those.
Back the other direction. Here comes Arkansas Tech. 53-50 our score. Williamson, the Horde. Back up top to Johnny Davis. Now a bullet pass to Williamson. Back to Will Paul for 3. His shot's off the rim, nothing doing. And Gulu will work it the other direction. Into the front court. It'll be Leday back down low. 2-point shots on the way in for Emmanuel Gulu, and the foul called. But they called the foul on Ngulu. It was a charge.
And that's the type of break Arkansas Tech was looking for. And I have to say, I think she disagrees with that call.
She said, "Oh my heavens, this is so bad." That was exactly what she said. 6:22 left to play here. 53-50 our score. Out of the backcourt. Here comes Williamson. He'll work at top of the key. Williamson in 3-point range. Kicks it over to Paul. Up and under he goes. His shot's on the way it in.
He's going to bring it back to 1 point. Tech doing a pretty good job of attacking the basket. Ouachita hasn't been able to hold off without any comeback. Tech has found it so far.
And now Jared Williamson jumps over the table into Sam Straisner's lap.
That was a good catch by Sam Straisner there.
He and Kelly Davis, of course, the radio crew for Arkansas Tech. And Jared's okay, they're okay, so there you go. Inbound pass, give it inside. Ouachita and Julian Leday. Leday back over to an open teammate, and a foul called. We'll see who this is on. And Bob Pomeroy, the chairman of the Bartlesville Sports Commission, is out here fixing press row.
Actually, take a replay of that foul. He just ran into him. The refs are going to call it for that.
Next free throws. Up and in and out, no good. 53-52 our score. 5:42 to go. The next free throw on the way it in. 54-52.
Ouachita doing a good job of making the free throws when they have to. Keep Tech at bay. 2 points now as Tech has been trying to mount the comeback.
Into the front court. Here they come. The Wonder Boys, Jared Williamson out to the right wing. Marcus Haney. Matt Haney, I'm sorry, he'll fire a 3 that falls short. Back the other direction, Nigel Ramsey.
And usually a really good 3-point shooter. That one, however, not able to find the mark.
Ramsey trying to pass down to an open teammate, Michael Boris. 2-point shots off the glass, no good. Matt Haney will move it the other direction. Johnny Davis into the front court.
Tech actually caught a break on that last play as Morris was wide open right underneath the basket. However, he kind of lost where the ball was and allowed the Tech defenders to get back in a defensive position.
54-52 our score. Foul called as Tech heads for the hoop. 4:45 left to go here. 54-52, Ouachita by 2.
And that's going to be the 5th foul for Will Paul as he's going to foul out for the game.
And let's see what happens here. (54-52).
Take a look.
Here's the replay of the foul.
And let's see if we can find it. And it looks like his feet was set. Not sure if the ref maybe got that one right, but nonetheless, not a whole lot we can do about it.
54-52 our score. 4:45 to play. Inbound pass. Give it inside to Michael Morris. Morris gives back over to Leday. Leday out at the top of the key. He'll work it through the air, back over to Ngulu. Ngulu back to Nigel Ramsey. Ramsey down on the left side of the paint, kicks it back up top. Austin Mitchell tries to go up for the shot, and is called for a charge.
Set down by 2. It's been a while since they've had the lead or even tied, and they're looking to go tie it up or even take a lead here in the next possession. You see right there, Bender had his feet planted and he has his space, and he can't charge into the defender.
(54-52) our score. 4:15 left to go in the first half. Back over to the left wing, Johnny Davis. Back to Haney on the right side. Back up top to Jeremy Horde. Long threes on the way, off the iron, no good. Horde can't make it. Haney gets the basketball back. Kicks it back up top to Horde. Back over to Michael Cleveland. 2-point shot, missing and no good. And now Will Paul comes down pretty hard, and let's take a look at the replay. Wow, look at Will Paul doing almost a somersault over the Ouachita defenders back, and we got a timeout. 3:43 to play, 54-52, Ouachita over Tech. Back after this. Watch Will Paul again as he does the somersault.
Actually, Nick Wayman. 13 on the blade. And as you mentioned there, as you saw, though, he about somersaulted, doing a good job, though, by his teammates to kind of slow him down. Otherwise, I tell you, that would not look like that'd be fun to land on.
54-52 our score. We're going to run this one more time for the benefit of the officials. As they are wanting to check things out here. (54-52) our score. 3:43 left to play in the ball game. And back at the free throw line, Nick Wayman. First free throw up and coming. Shots on the way and in.
Wayman trying to tie up this ball game with just under 4 minutes left to go.
Next free throws on the way, off the iron, no good. Back the other direction, here comes Ouachita. Hand off to Austin Mitchell.
We'll have to credit Ouachita for able to keep Tech at bay, as it seems like every time Tech's going to mount a comeback, Washington answers back in the bucket of their own, and they do so again right there.
Michael Moore getting that one. Michael Morris. 56-53 our score. Now the basketball is tipped out of bounds. Arkansas Tech had the last touch. Ouachita could have it here. (56-53) our score. 3:11 left to go in this one. Julian Leday out of the backcourt. Moves from right to left with a quick handoff. He'll give it off to Nigel Ramsey. Back to the left side, Michael Morris. Now the basketball scooped up, stolen away by Davis. Johnny to the hoop. His shot on the way it in.
Good fake by Davis there. He's able to split the defenders and get them quite uncertain about where they were going to go with the pass. He's able to split them and go right in for the easy two.
56-55 our score. 2-point shots on the way in for Ouachita. Michael Morris making it a 58-55 ball game. 2:25 left to go. Williamson, top of the key, kicks it over to Michael Cleveland, right wing. Back up top, Jared Williamson. Back out toward the time stripe. 58-55, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this one. Out to the right side. Long threes. On the way it in. He nails it. Look at that. 58 all. 1:55 left to play here.
Been a while since the Coach K actually calling on the crowd to try to come to life from Willow's Wonder Boys on.
Into the front court. Here they come, the Tigers. Michael Morris gets his pocket pick. Williamson into the front court. 2-pointers on the way it in. Look at that.
And that's Tech's first lead in a very long time with just about a minute and a half left. And you can feel the momentum starting to shift back their way.
1:22 left to play. Out on the left wing, Nigel Ramsey driving inside, turns it over. Davis tried to take it out of the backcourt, draws a foul from Austin Mitchell.
And if I believe that may be Mitchell's 5th foul.
Austin Mitchell is going to foul out of the ball game.
And I got to tell you, that's not what you want to happen if you're the Ouachita Baptist Tigers and sees one of your big-time clutch players, very effective from long range, and that's going to hurt.
60-58 our score.
Mitchell 5 of 8 from the three-point line tonight. His night is done with 15 points.
At the free throw line, Johnny Davis. And you can hear him yelling, "Go, Tech, go." First free throw is up on the way, good. Johnny Davis makes it a 61-58 ball game.
Just kind of taking a look and scanning at the crowd. It has changed completely 180 as all the Tech fans are now on their feet cheering, and all the Ouachita Baptist fans are just kind of sitting down and really can't believe they let a lead slip away.
Back the other direction. Here they come. The Ouachita Baptist Tigers and Nigel Ramsey. 1:09 to play. Ramsey in the paint to the left wing. Long threes off the iron. No good. Rebound Tech. Back the other direction. Here come the Wonder Boys. Michael Cleveland out across the time stripe. Takes it top of the key. Timeout. ATU will take it with them. 62-58. The conclusion of this barn burner. The Tech leads by 4 is coming your way straight ahead on the GAC Sports Network.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose.
I chose Division II.
These Tech fans are going crazy here in Bartlesville today. 62-58 our score. Arkansas Tech leading it by 4 over Ouachita Baptist. The winner looking for the right to play against Southwestern Oklahoma State in the GAC Championship Finals. Grant Merrill, Blake Smith along with you today. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we will have the finals here on both the GAC Sports Network and on radio in Little Rock on 690 KEWI. So we hope that you will be with us via one of those mediums. Inbound pass is going to come from Matt Haney. 57 seconds left to play. Matt will spread his offense, sending it into action. Inbound pass is going to be given inside to Johnny Davis. Davis down around the perimeter, backs out toward the time stripe. Johnny Davis still dribbling, closely guarded. 45 seconds left to play. Johnny Davis almost gets it knocked away, trying to get around a defender. He's just holding on tight to that basketball. And now another foul call. This one is going to be on Julian Leday.
Davis kind of gets belled out there. He was a long way away from anyone with only 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And that foul's going to send him to the free throw line as he looks to continue to build on this 4-point lead.
36 seconds left to go here. Arkansas Tech leading it by 4. First free throw is on the way it in. Another one up and coming. 63-58 our score. Dennis Nutt trying to figure out how to get a 5-point deficit overcome. Next free throw is on the way it in. 64-58 our score.
And it hurts when Austin Mitchell, your big three-point shooter, fouled out not too long ago. You have to rely on either a couple of quick baskets or a foul.
Blocking foul is called on Ouachita Baptist as Tech fans go to the ground. Actually, it's called on the Tech as Ouachita goes to the line.
Some fans not happy about that, especially the ones right behind us letting them know vocally.
First free throw is up and coming. Next one's on the way. Off the guard, no good. I just heard one of the fans behind us go, "Swallow your whistle." Next free throws on the way, good.
If I had to take a guess, I'm going to assume they were rooting for Tech.
28.6 seconds left to play. Our score 64-59. A 5-point lead for Arkansas Tech. A timeout on the floor. So let's see what we can make happen in this last 28.6 seconds. If you're Dennis Nutt, how do you overcome this deficit, Blake?
Well, right now you just did a good job there of getting the foul, stopping the clock, and getting a couple of points with 28.6 and not a lot of time for it. We're actually going to take a look at the last play. But quick scores, and if you're Tech, really you cannot foul no matter what. You have a nice lead. You can play defense, but you can't play too aggressive, and you just want that clock to try to run out and get out of here and go to the GAC Championship.
Arkansas Tech will have the inbound throw, and if we have Tech versus Swasser tomorrow, this is going to be one loud arena. Out of the backcourt, here comes Johnny Davis, fouled as he comes across the time stride by Eric Brower of the Tigers. 64-59 our score. And let's see what Tech can do at the free throw line. Johnny Davis.
5-point lead. If Davis can make both of these, that'll pretty much, you have to feel ice the game with only 27 seconds left.
First free throw was up to make it a 65-59 ball game. Next free throws off the rim, no good. Coming up with the basketball, Nick Ross for the Tigers. He'll work it up front. Long threes off the glass. No good for Nigel Ramsey. 17 seconds left to go. Tech's going to get this one today. And Michael Cleveland is fouled from behind.
Tech today able to come back from behind the Ouachita Baptist Tigers, so you have to give them credit. They were on top of the #1 seed and top 25 ranked Wonder Boys more or less the entire game, but Tech proving why they're one of the best in the country, able to come back and put this game away to go to the inaugural GAC Championship.
First free throw is on the way. Good. And now we've got another timeout taken by Arkansas Tech. 13 seconds left to play. We'll take it with them and be back for the conclusion right after this. You're watching the GAC Sports Network. 66-59 our score, 13.3 seconds left to go in this one. Arkansas Tech's at the free throw line. Michael Cleveland will take his first shot. It's up on the way, off the iron, no good. Ouachita gets it back. Out of the backcourt. Nick Ross back up front. Long threes on the way it in for Eric Brower. A 4-point ball game now. And now they're going to foul him. Whoa. As Johnny Davis tried to come out of the backcourt, Nigel Ramsey almost tackled him football style.
Well, that's one way to ensure that the guy doesn't get away from you, and that's going to bring him back up to the charity stripe. Tech pretty much has this game in hand with only 5 seconds left. Another shot here would basically guarantee victory.
First free throws on the way, in and out, no good. Another free throw, up and covered. 67-62 our score.
That'll pretty much do it, as Tech will look probably to face Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs.
Oh, wow. Look at that charge. Nigel Ramsey came down on top of one of the Tech players, and this one's over. Arkansas Tech will advance to play SWASU tomorrow in the GAC Championship.
I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about that game after the finish the Bulldogs had in the game before this one just a few hours ago, and I'm pretty excited for it.
1.7 seconds left to go, and Tech's going to hold it for the victory. Arkansas Tech wins at 67-62 over Ouachita Baptist, and will play in the finals tomorrow against Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Lots of Tech fans making the trip today. All right, Drew Brandt is going to have Coach K here in just a little while for the post game, and we will be back here in just a little while at 6 o'clock as the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers take on the Southwest Oklahoma State Bulldogs. Drew will be back with Coach K here in just a few minutes. Stay with us on the Great American Conference Sports Network.